What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bearman to Glory. This is episode number 5, and this is a big one. I'm recording this literally straight after, well, I'm recording the intro at least, straight after episode 4 has finished. The reason I'm doing that is we're going to pick our team. Now, we've got two options, realistically. Haas or Kick Sauber. I've already made my mind up, and I'll give you the reasoning behind it. I feel like a lot of YouTubers and stuff are picking Sauber because of the whole Kick partnership stuff. I want to do something a bit different. We're going to Haas. We're going to the American F1 team. They've had some ups and downs in F1, I think it's fair to say. No more Gunter Steiner, which is sad to see. But let's see what we can do with this team. So, who would I like to see as my teammate? In my opinion, I would rather have Hulkenberg. Like, I know he's going to be going to Audi at the end of the season. Magnussen, man, he's reckless. He really is reckless. So I'm going to have Hulkenberg as the teammate. He's higher rated, so it's going to be tougher on me. So yeah, let's just pick Hulkenberg. There we are in the Haas kit. Love it. Can we change your helmet as well, actually? I'd like to see that. I'm sure we can. But we're straight away into Monaco. What's all this about them? Oh, I remember this now. Nice little cutscene for us.
Finally,
There we are. Ollie Bearman.
Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal
And one thing I would say, in all fairness to EA, they put a little bit of effort in when it comes to career modes and stuff like that. With this one especially, there's a nice cutscenes for you. Yeah, I feel like it could be better on other games, FC, for example, but it works for F1. So essentially what we have to do now is we need to pick what overall rating we are going to be after the first season. So I'll show you now. So they're recommending 77. That's mad. Mind you, we are nearly 74 rated, aren't we? Okay, so you can only sign for one season. I think because it's your rookie year, it has to be a season. So basically, if we're gonna hit 74 pretty soon, right? You'd like to think. If that's the case, can we hit 3 more levels this season? Let's go for it. Let's push it. If we want to hit that Ferrari seat, we need to go for it. Let's go for 77. I would go higher, but I know some of the tracks in here are just not for me, so I will probably lose stats as well. Let's just go for 77. And that is it. We are on the Formula One grid for the 2024 season. Love it. Your career mailbox. Elena. Hi, Oliver. Nico is now your teammate. So essentially, you've got a rivalry with your teammate. Who's going to be the better teammate? Let's get going. There's nothing quite like the start of a new year in F1 between yourself and Nico. I'm sure a fantastic season. My door's always open if you need anything. Your team of specialists. Here we go. Just a quick one about your team of specialists. The more you work with them, the more perks you'll receive for all important R&D. Each specialist will offer perks, different development, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. So let's head to there first of all. And we do only have one goal available. It's the manufacturing expert. So essentially, the perks he can offer is at level 1, the chance of failure of upgrades is reduced by 10%. So in the R&D section, you can research new parts to make your car quicker. Sometimes they'll fail and you have to redo them. When we unlock level 1 with this guy right here, he will give us a reduction of that by 10%. So if it was 50% chance of failure, it would go to 40. So on and so forth. Now, goal available. Complete the race weekend or participate or skip simulate 3 sessions. I mean, can we do both? No. One or the other. I mean, realistically, you've got to pick that, right? It's just easy.
I
So there we go. Our goal has been set. And if I take you over to R&D.
review your current contract and all the information
Actually, before we
related.
do that, here is our contract.
Start. You can see all the base information for in this main area.
Interesting. So, for Haas to offer us the chance of staying with them, we cannot go lower than a 69 rated. That's to retain the seat. We're currently 73 overall, and the target, our performance target, is 77. So if we perform higher than that, what does recognition do?
Here you can
Next
review
perk
your
unlock
recognition information.
3%.
You will see a comparison between
So that's the split on R&D points. So Nico gets 53%, so he gets slightly more. We get 47.
review your
We can,
current
of course,
contract.
renew our
Make all
contract.
assumptions
As you can
again.
ultimately, if you're struggling, you can change it. That's
Taking
quite
on a
good.
long-term deal
Or you can break
burden the
contract
contract, as you might expect.
if you're on a longer term one. That's quite cool. I quite like that. Right, so into R&D. Nothing on aero or chassis. We are the third slowest team on the grid, just ahead of Williams and Sauber. Not too far behind Alpine. Ferrari are actually the third quickest team on the grid here. McLaren second, just behind Red Bull. So, what I want to see is, have we got any upgrades we can do? We haven't. Okay, that's fine. We haven't got enough points just yet. But this is where free practice and stuff comes into play. You'll earn more points from doing free practice, etc. So I'm actually going to stop this recording right now for me. Not going to make any difference for you guys at all. We're going to head straight into what is going to be the weekly resource points and then also the new season grid reveal. But I want to go and edit the last episode that you guys have just watched. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, straight up honest with you, it's been a few days since I recorded that last bit of footage. We are, of course, going to start our career with Haas. We haven't really got enough R&D points, have we? So let's just advance time a little bit. Nice, we get some more. Only 94, which is a bit dead. Can we do anything now? Is there an upgrade? Oh, there is. Cockpit weight reduction. So by the looks of it, we got quite a heavy car, right? Now we could rush it 3rd of March, and that would be in time for Saudi. I think it's worth the shot, isn't it? Let's see if we can rush it. Let's advance some more time. We're going to get our grid reveal, which I believe is new to this game. I don't remember it on the old ones. So let's watch this. The Red Bull, the Mercedes, the Ferrari drivers, the McLarens, the Aston Martins. Damn. All the drivers being friendly with each other right now because there's no action on the track. Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Aston Martin, Alpine, Williams, RB, Sauber, Haas. There we are, look, in a baseball cap, and of course Red Bull. Why are we wearing a baseball cap? I swear we are the only one. Why are we in a baseball cap? Bit weird. Either way. Look, I've said before, Bahrain, I mean, we won it quite comfortably in F2, didn't we? It's a strong circuit for me. It really is a strong circuit. Realistically, if the difficulty is right, points is a good result. If it's too easy, we'll win the race. If it's too hard, God, I dread to think. I mean, to be fair, I will know probably by qualifying. Oh, look at all of us working away. Busy, busy, busy. There we are. Us and Hulkenberg. Yeah, yeah. Right. Welcome tutorials, blah, blah, blah. Development's completed. Nice. We've got some new parts. That's super nice. Okay. So can I see where we are? We're the third slowest car. So I'd say that's probably about right. If we have a good weekend and the difficulty is correct, points could be on the cards. If it's too hard, we'll be nowhere near them. We're going to jump into practice. I'm not going to show too much of this because it's a bit pointless. However, I will show some, a lap or two here or there. We are back under the Bahrain lights. Love it. It's not the greatest track in terms of a race, in terms of a spectacle, but I always tend to do quite well here. Quite an easy car to drive. Mark's doing the introductions, of course. Right, garage tutorial. We know all this. Okay. Session info. Here we go. So we're going to start off with race strategy. Let's go. Let's just see what happens. What do they want us on? Mediums. Cool. Come on in. Flying lap. Here we go. Let's do it. Now the good news is, unlike in F2, we can change tyres in qualifying and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot more flexibility. We now have something that's called ERS, which I don't know if it's automatically set or what. But essentially, if you see the green bar on the middle of the screen, I'll try and highlight it for you. To the left of that, there is a battery. It says 92, 93%, 94. That's currently recharging. The game is deciding when to use that itself at the minute. It's now at 100%. Randomly, you'll see it start going down. And essentially, like now, what that's doing is giving us extra power. On top of the DRS, we've now got something called ERS, which is Energy Recovery System. And it's super handy. You can put in some really good sector times, good lap times, etc. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, losing it a bit on the braking net. Keep hold. Nice. I think we set a purple sector 1. But it is free practice 1, right? So you kind of... doesn't say too much, does it? We're what, 1.4 ahead of the times. Oh, we're a little bit off track there. 1.3 seconds ahead. Little bit of... oh, geez, going a little bit wide there. 1.2 ahead. Lost a little bit of time in them corners, but no big deal. If we're blitzing the times by like 4, 5, 6 seconds, that's when I know it's too easy. By this sort of time, I'd probably say it could be about right. Russell's got out of the way. We got a nice little toe, though. So we do set a purple lap. 134.9. Again, don't look too much into it. Or a lock up there from the car in front. Completing loads of the objectives, which is fantastic. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off these laps in this Haas car. Then I'll see you back at the garage and we will go for whatever's going to be next. So I'll see you guys back at the garage. Alright, so with that practice session there done on that one program, you'll see that the tyre wear was actually better than expected. And yeah, that's quite positive. We're quite happy with that. We did get 5 out of 5 for race strategy. I don't believe we're first anymore. Have a little look. We're not. We're 5th. All right, guys. Next up, we're going to go for our quali run. So we're on them soft tyres. This is basically like a little bit of a practice. Let's see how we get on. What sort of time can we post on soft tyres? This would be interesting. It's literally just a 1 lap run. You imagine that you're performing this on the Saturday, so to speak, because qualifying usually takes place on a Saturday. Nice round there. We're in the purple straight off the bat. Drop down to the green. That's what that bar is in the middle of the screen. Green is sort of delta time, so we're slightly ahead. Purple is you're doing unbelievably well. And red is you're below target. So you'll see that ultimately, we're doing pretty good. And again, I did say, didn't I? Bahrain is such a strong track for me, personally. But I know as soon as we hit something like Australia, I mean, to be honest, even Monaco, I won't make it round Monaco. I just know. But yeah, even Australia, which isn't a good track for myself, it will be a struggle. We're currently 1.3 seconds ahead of the time. Keep it under control through there. We've set a purple middle sector. We are going to get a purple score for this, I believe. Unless something went majorly wrong in this final corner, which it hasn't. Or nearly did. That's a really solid lap there. I can't lie. We didn't get average cornering speed, but that's fine. We can work on that on a sim. That's not a problem at all. So the target was 13th. What did they estimate that I would qualify at then? Estimated qualifying position first. Okay, if that's the case, we might need to up the difficulty slightly. Because I shouldn't be qualifying first. Unsuitable tyre selected. Fuel management. We want... What do they want? We want a medium. Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying to use. Yeah, flying lap. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Again, I might show you guys like the first lap. But genuinely, I might not even show you any of this actually. I might just catch up with you guys at the end of it. Oh, damn. No wonder they're saying don't use them. Look at the percentage of the tyres. You know what? It'd be good experience. It'd be good practice. Can we do 3 laps on these tyres? 51% on the front left. Alright. So with the fuel side of things, essentially you want to try and don't be so aggressive. Don't be too early on the throttle. So, you'll see here, again, we've got the red, green and purple bar. We have got to get underneath that delta time. And essentially what you want to do is sometimes let the car just carry that speed through the corner rather than accelerating. Which is quite nice there. There is a strategy involved here because obviously you've got to do a bit of a mixture where yes, you're concerned about that delta time, but also you need to save the fuel. That is the idea. The tyres being as worn as they are isn't ideal. In fact, I think I'm going to leave them on screen. See here, all the way down this back straight, we're going to lose fuel. But what we lose in fuel will gain time. Essentially, what you want to try and do is look, use the rhythm that you've gained into a corner. So here, don't brake, don't accelerate, now go. As late as you can, essentially. Whether you're a second ahead of the delta time, 10 seconds, it doesn't matter. As long as you're in the green, that's the main thing. So here, look, again, wait as long as you can. And normally what I do here is just to make sure I get a purple, just going up to the line. I think we got optimal. Great. Love it. Take your foot off the brake. And in terms of qualifying, we're 5 out of 5 for all the practice sessions. So let's just... Honestly, let's just advance to qualifying. Let's skip P2 and P3. We don't need to do it. Little bit worried that we're going to get a pole position.
What an incredible practice session that
132.7. Right, I'm going to up the difficulty. We're going to be brave here. We can always lower it down for the next race if we need to. To be honest, I think the next race is actually Saudi. And if that's the case, that ain't easy. We get plus 300 on the RP, which is super nice. Right, the rivalry has not changed. I don't know where that comes from. Of course, we gain some experience points. That's fine. I don't know how much to up this difficulty for this race. I don't want to be getting pole because that's just unrealistic. However, if it's a track that's good for me, I should be able to... Damn, I can't up the difficulty more. Oh, no. All right. I guess we're going to have to just go into it. Let's just see. I'm assuming that I'm going to get pole. I might not. We're going off of a, you know... God, this is... I've just realised, in Bahrain, you don't normally get skies like this. It looks like it's going to absolutely hammer down. My word. Look at that. That looks biblical. Oh, Sonoda locks up on that last bend. Goes off the track. Here we go then. So this is Q1. So the bottom 5 cars will get eliminated. Then we'll go to Q2, Q3. So let's try and get out of Q1 first and foremost. Nice round the first couple of corners. Put your foot down round here. Nice out of there. Really nice. On the quali sim. Was it a 132.2? I can't quite remember.
Right, that's us down into P16.
Yeah,
now.
don't worry. We're not going to be in P16 for long, Mark. 132.3 for Verstappen. So realistically, I should be getting nowhere near them times, right? I know I'm going to. Am I? Am I going to? 131, 132.4 puts me second. A tenth off Verstappen. Yeah, I should have upped the difficulty. How am I a tenth off Verstappen? That is mental. Hulkenberg, in comparison, is 1.2 seconds behind Verstappen. That's mad. All right, guys, we are 7 minutes left of this qualifying session. We're sitting third. I'm not going to go out again. George Russell is 19th, interestingly. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see. So we finished third. Hulkenberg also got through in 13th. Carlos Sainz, 19th. Give me his seat. Give me that Ferrari seat. Where did George Russell come in the end? Because he was down there, wasn't he? 5th. Fair enough. Again, I get this is a strong track for us. But it should have probably been up. Never mind. Let's go out again. This is Q2. So, this is basically top 10 drivers go through to Q3. There's some menacing looking clouds again, but they're clearing up a little bit, I guess. So, essentially, aim of the game here, get in the top 10. Get to Q3. I mean, to be fair as well, in real life F1, we did see the likes of Daniel Ricciardo qualify. Was it 4th at the Canadian GP? Might be a little bit less than that. But he was high up in the grid. It does happen. If I was on pole, it would be outrageous. But let's just see how we get on here. Oh, a little bit lacking of grip there. How are we getting on with tyres? These are a new set. Are they in the right window? Probably a little bit cooler than what you would want. Not by much. You probably want them about 100 degrees. Can we get into Q3? Get in that top 10. 131.8. Okay. Maybe the difficulty isn't that bad. Maybe it's not. Maybe we are going to get a little bit exposed. 131, 132, 133. Not the greatest lap. Can't lie. Let's return to the garage. But it looks to me, at the minute at least, the lap times are improving. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm about. So realistically, top 6, I think would be a real success. we're currently out of the drop zone. Now, I do feel like we can get in it. We can get ourselves out of danger. If we go to here, do we use a new set of softs? I think I do. Just for the best grip possible. Got about 5 minutes left. 4 minutes. All right, let's go. Flying lap time. This needs to be a good one because we could drop out of qualifying after worrying about finishing first. We could be out at Q2. We need a lap. We need a solid one. We're currently P11. Yuki Tsunoda P10. This has to be a good lap. Has to be a flyer. Round the final corner we come. To start the flying lap. Come on. It has to be good. Gasly did a 29.5 in the first sector. So he's currently sitting in 9th place. We are currently up on our delta time by 3 tenths. So that's fantastic. There will be times to improve on this lap. That is the good thing. We're currently 4 tenths up. I think we just set a purple first sector. We have. That is kind of mad in a Haas. I can't lie. 8 tenths up. See, man, this is where it feels like 1 minute the difficulty is really good, and the next minute it's a bit too easy. So Yuki Tsunoda did up to sector 2 in a 109.9. What are we going to do it in? Alonso is currently sitting P11 right now. Nice round there. Qualifying is complete. We've gone purple. That's mad in a Haas. Again, I think this difficulty is a little bit too easy. Again, it's just this race, though. I'm so good at this track. You guys know. If you've seen the previous videos, we'll go to Australia and crash out. Hell, Saudi Arabia I'm not looking forward to. Not the quickest final sector. We did get... We got first. We are through to Q3. Nico Hulkenberg is out. Fernando Alonso is also out. Daniel Ricciardo is the other driver. Where was Verstappen? Verstappen was third. We went quicker than Verstappen by half a second. That's mad. That is mad. All right. Q3 time. Oh, what do I do here? I don't want to be getting pole position. Like, can I give myself a penalty? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because, again, it's just going to be a bit too unrealistic, which is not what I'm after. I'm going to just let the car roll over the line, and then once the time starts, I will then put my foot down. So we'll stop at the DRS board. Let it roll over the line. Now I'll put my foot down. So probably got about a half a second to a second penalty there. Hopefully that makes it a little bit fairer. I would change the difficulty now, but it doesn't let me. If we're that much slower come the end of this run, we may have to rethink the strategy. Go on then. Round these few corners here. Coming up to the tight turn just down here. Lewis Hamilton goes fastest with a 132.3. To be honest, it's quite slow considering that in Q2 we were in the 131s? Stroll 132.2, definitely slow. Oscar Piastri 1:31.7, bit more like it. Keep going. I'm not going super aggressive on that last corner. We're going to do it in a 1:32.7. Not bad, considering that we gave ourselves a time penalty. And yeah, I wasn't always pushing through every corner there, to be fair. We're currently 8th, and I actually feel like the 2 cars behind me are going to go way quicker, aren't they? So we've got 3 minutes left. Let's get out on track. Flying lap time. We'll do one more run. Again, I'm going to penalise myself a little bit, and I might come back to regret this. But if we start something like 10th in the race, then fine. I'll accept it. We're currently P8. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go to the DRS board. We're going to let off the accelerator now and put our foot down now. So again, lost a little bit of time. We're actually gaining a couple of temps, which is good. I have no issue qualifying in a good spot. I just want it to be a little bit realistic. Well, we're actually now slower. Interesting. Have I been a bit too over ambitious? I mean, again, if we start 10th, it's fine. Haas at 10th, not the worst. Currently nearly 3 temps down on our best time. Down to 1.72, 2.5. Losing time all the way down here. I feel like I can make all that time up in the last corner. That's the mental thing. We're about 2 and a bit temps down. We can pull this out the bag. See, now it's like the pressure's on if I want to improve at all. 1.5 temps. Wide round that corner. Not good. Oh, we're half a second down. I might have screwed it. Genuinely might have screwed that up. Said I'll make up time in that last corner. It wasn't as much as what I thought. I can't lie. There you go then. We're going to start in P10. I'll take that. I feel like that's more realistic than us getting flipping pole position. I genuinely gave myself penalties across the qualifying. But yeah, we'll take it. Lando Norris on pole by 6/100ths of a second. Then it's Verstappen. Then it's Hamilton. Look how tight that top, or hell, even top 5. Look how close that is. Absolutely unbelievable. You know what is happening now? It's time for the Grand Prix. In fact, before we do that, we're beating Nico Hulkenberg in 2 out of 6. So basically, I now understand how their rivalries are going to work. If you beat them in... is it because I beat them in Q2 and Q3? I'm assuming that's going to be the case. If you beat them in like what essentially is a ranked session, so not free practice, you're ahead on the rivalry. Nico does not look happy, does he? No experience, no racecraft, some pace and some rating. We're up to a 74 overall. That side of things I will take because we need it. If we want to improve, we want to get a better drive, we're going to need them ratings. It is time for the Bahrain Grand Prix. 14 laps. There will be a mandatory pit stop. Let's see how we get on. We are under the lights at Bahrain. That can only mean one thing. It is the start of the Formula One season. We've earned our seat. We're at Haas. We want to work our way to Ferrari. We want to win that world title with them. But for now, we're down the bottom end of the grid. We've had an amazing start to our career. F2 champion. first F1 race and we're in the top 10. Can we convert that into some points? Meaningful points for the Haas team. Now, race strategy. Here we go. So this is something we could not do in F2. So we could start on the soft tyre and go to the medium. I think I would rather go medium and then soft. They're saying it's a slightly slower. They're saying it's a slightly lower race strategy. We're going to try that. We're going to go medium into the soft. And let's just see how we get on. We can change it as we go through. And we can call a mandatory stop if we want to. 5 red lights. And away we go. Okay start, I think. We've got an RB right next to us looking rather quick. And it is Yuki Tsunoda. Try and stay out of trouble in this first corner if you can. You have to brake even harder. I mean, I feel like I was a little bit too generous there. We get a warning for that collision. Are you joking me? Watch it around these first few corners. We are, of course, on that medium tyre, so I wouldn't expect us to be flying. We are back P11. Oh, I've gone off track. I've gone off track. That's not good. Get back on. Little bit of contact made with the RB. Back round we go. Yuki Tsunoda all over the back of my gearbox. In fact, he's pulled out for a move and he might get it done. He hasn't. Or is he? He's going to send it into the last corner. We're wheel to wheel. Oh, we just hold the place. Just. Great racing there all round. I don't think there was contact. DRS is now enabled, so we could be in a little bit of trouble. Don't rule us out just yet, because I genuinely believe that strategy with the soft at the end could pay dividends. Not gonna lie. We've got a little bit of free air in front. 1.6 behind the car in front. So we can push a little bit. But in terms of the actual race itself, the AI is competing with me. There's been a yellow flag. It's gone green. Someone must have had an off. Charles Leclerc is out of the session. He's pulled over. He's off the side of the track. So we are now 10th. That's fantastic. We got a point. Don't know what happened to him. I don't know if it was a collision or if it's a malfunction with the car. Obviously, both Ferraris at Canada did not have a good race, did they? Both retired. Not good. Oh, brake. Little bit of contact with Alonso. Nothing too major. I mean, these cars in front slowed down way too much. We should have DRS here, though. Must have been a lock-up or something from someone. Keep it tight around that corner. Thank you. Oh, a little bit all over the place. Keep it under control. Brake soon up because there's cars in front. Around the bend we go. And away we go. We've got DRS again. We're only, what, 3 tenths behind Alonso. The problem is he's also got DRS. And arguably a much quicker car. Actually, it's not even arguable. He's got a much quicker car. So it's going to be tough. But we'll try. It's going to help us defend at the very least. Got Ricciardo behind. And Tsunoda. Good corner there. Again, I would expect. Again, DRS to help out. Yeah, nice. I would expect once we go on them soft tyres, we will be flying. Genuinely flying. Oh, brake. Lock up from Pierre Gasly. I mean, he should have technically conceded the position to both of us there, but never mind. That puts Pierre under pressure now from us. Alonso's gone through. Can we get him under braking? I think we can. We're will to will. We've just got the move done. Fantastic. Up to P9.
We don't want to let this hold us
Take
back.
Alonso before lap 9. Are you mental?
Get on with the race.
He's now 2 ahead of me. Yeah, I don't know what they're on. Because I've got to take Stroll first of all. We have got DRS. But again, the Aston Martins are just too quick for us, aren't they? Nice braking around there. So we need to get Stroll on this lap. And then ideally, we need to get Alonso the following lap, don't we? But I don't think we're going to be able to do it, personally. I think I'd rather pit. It's probably a bit early, but... Nice exit around that corner. Again, though, look at the Aston Martin. It's just gone. We have got DRS, but so is he. And you can see he's pulling away. We need to get him. That's a nice corner there. Really nice.
Okay, be careful.
I think we're going to start losing some tyre grip. That's a bit worrying because we're about to go on to the softs. Oh, a little lock up. Who was that? Was that Stroll or Alonso? Keep your head. Fastest sector 1 that we've done so far. Little bit wide on that corner there. Just try and keep with these cars if you can. I think the Alonso one is done, isn't it, to be fair? Can't get past the Aston Martins. They're too quick. Yellow second sector, so not a good second sector at all. We're half a second behind Stroll, but look down this straight. He's just pulling away again. Three temps going to 4 temps again. I mean, oh, Alonso didn't pit. That's a shame.
So let's box this lap. Box this
We're
lap.
up to 5th. Obviously, we still need to pit. Around these corners, keep it as close as you can to Alonso. Oh, I mean, are we going to have a chance with DRS? Probably not. Again, the Aston Martin is just like a rocket. Genuinely down these straights compared to our car. Look, it just pulls away. Even if we got past him for a split second and he got the place back, it counts. You get one wheel ahead of them, it counts, believe me. So you could sort of dive bomb it if you really wanted to. But I don't really want to ruin the whole race just for that. We've gone off big time there.
Make sure you don't speed.
That won't help the tyres at all. Oh, too aggressive on that final corner. Stupid from me. Oh, oh, he's pitting.
Oh,
Yeah, we took him.
hit that target.
Unbelievable. That counts as the overtake because he pitted. How lucky can you get? Right, what we need to do now is we need to try and put in a good lap or two. I think next lap is when we pit. We've got Ricciardo behind, who's still on them soft tyres. I'm not really showing my consistency at all around this course, am I? Oh, that's really heavy under braking. In fact, we're going in this lap, aren't we? So into our first ever F1 pit stop. Let's try and get the timings right. Optimal time, come on, 2.5 is the estimated time.
Okay, let's go now.
No issues at all. We're out on them soft tyres. Where are we going to come out at? Daniel Ricciardo is still behind. That's good news. Piastri's there. Perez is there, gone by. As has Alonso. So we are still behind the Aston Martin. Oh, a little bit tight there. Gasly's going to take us. Is he? Oh, we're racing wheel to wheel on exit.
Okay, Ollie, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. Please focus on looking after your tyres.
We're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. What do you mean? We just put them on. We have held. We have just held Gasly off there, so that's great. They want me to try and look after the tyres, but I mean, they are brand new tyres. They want me to keep it under 31% in 2 laps. You're off your head. I'm now going the quickest I can go, and you want me to look after the tyres. No! Don't understand why we're losing performance. Should be a gain. We are, in fact, you can see how much quicker we are to that Red Bull, to the Aston Martin ahead. And this is what I was saying to you guys. I'm not worrying about that objective. We're never going to do that. With these soft tyres on, honestly, Sky could be the limit right now. See, they want me to do that. They want me to sort of slowly go around. Nah, screw that, man. We're in a race.
Gap to your teammate behind.
We're in a race. Come on.
13.7 seconds.
Perez and Alonso are fighting each other. I feel like I could be the fastest car on track in a minute. If I have a good lap. Watch these two. Could be on for a three-way fight here. Oh, 3 abreast. And we go past the Alonso and the Red Bull. Have we made the move stick? Yes, we have. What a fantastic move that was.
So we're trailing the car
Purple sector 1. I told you guys.
1 second.
We're back on them red striped softs. And look, we're flying. Oh, a little bit messy on that corner. No way can we win this race. We've got Hamilton and Piastri ahead. Could we get a podium? Surely not. I'd be over the moon with a podium. The problem I've got is these tyres will probably fall off a cliff on the last lap or so. But for now, loving life. Need to keep it a bit clean through there. Perez is now gaining. We could be dropping down to 6th place. He's almost pushing my car along. He will get DRS and he will no doubt get ahead of me. Not the greatest lap you're ever going to see from myself here. There goes Perez, and in fact, here comes Alonso as well.
Keep on him. He might make
Oh,
a
but we do them both under braking, do we? Perez has got the corner. I don't think there was contact. We keep the position. He's going to get another chance. In he goes down the inside. But again, under braking, can we make it work? Yes, we can. I'm looking at that objective as well, and actually, we should be able to do it. I'm pretty certain. I will take a P5. I will be over the moon with a P5. Hamilton and Piastri are right there. If we can get to within DRS range of them, it will help defend. Perez has dropped back a little bit, about half a second. But he's still well within DRS range. Not the cleanest corner you're ever going to see. Nice round there, though.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.8 seconds.
Gap ahead 1.7 now. Comes Perez again. Well, the good thing is we are going to do that tyre wear one. The way it went up on the first lap, I was a little bit worried. However, actually done it quite comfortably. That's fantastic.
Oh, hey, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest
Here
of the
comes
race.
Perez again. Not going to move. He's almost pushing the gearbox of the car again. But we're still in front. Piastri and Hamilton are fighting. Come on, this is where we need to put the pressure on. This is where we need to get quick. Perez will be coming again for an attack. He's going to go down that inside. Nowhere near this time. We're going to get DRS again with Hamilton just in front. Perez just behind.
Okay, this is your
It
final
will
lap,
help us
final lap of
defend,
the race.
but that Red Bull is naff a fast car. Won't get nowhere near us here, though. Really nice there from us. Right on the gearbox of Hamilton now, in fact. Push, 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 push. Oh, tight round that. Nearly end up in the back of that Mercedes. %39%, that front left tyre. We're doing well. Again, look, we're right on the gearbox of this Merc. Can we get past Lewis Hamilton? Can we make the move stick? Oh my God. Not probably the best corner to do it on, but we've done it. We are up to P4. Can we get a podium?
Nice work, mate.
Can we get Oscar Piastri? There's only a few corners left, so probably not. It's a little bit too far ahead. But we did take Hamilton for P4. What a debut. Just don't throw it in the wall or anything now. Don't spin. Just bring it home. Piastri's right there. One more lap. We might have had a chance. But it will be Max Verstappen as your race winner. Lando Norris in second. Oscar Piastri in third. Ollie Bearman will get fourth on his F1 debut.
All right, race
What a race.
Take care of the car.
Tell me I'm not driver of the day. Wow. Unbelievable. We did in fact get driver of the day. Fantastic stuff.
It's another victory.
Love that. I wish we were on that podium. I really do. But we have to be proud of what we just did there. Verstappen, Norris and Piastri on that podium. Fair play to the three of them for their performance. I'm genuinely over the moon. P4 on our first race. Unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. I would like to see what our stats do. Surely we increase, right? We started 10th. We got to P4. Max got the fastest lap with a 134.4. At 133.4 even. Our quickest was a 133.9. So not the worst, I would say. In terms of standings, we are fourth in the driver standings. In the constructors, we are third. Nico bring home a point? Nah, he didn't. Where did Nico come? 15th. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Still, what an unbelievable start to our Haas career. Let's have a look at our stats. Have we improved? Look at him. Look, Nico is not happy, is he? He is not happy. Our experience goes up to 44. Our racecraft goes up to 69. Awareness, a little bit. We lost pace. I don't understand how we lost pace. Do they understand what I just did in that car? Unbelievable scene. We are still a 74 rating. Yeah, a bit confused by that with the pace stat, but you know, it is what it is. The R&D stuff does not change. That's fine. Manufacturing expert, 400 out of 15. We are back in Monaco. We are back in the headquarters. In front of the weird screen again. The weight reduction didn't work. So, what we need to do is redo it. Cost less this time. We have got a cylinder head as well. That's kind of mental. We're the second fastest in terms of power unit on the grid. That's Red Bull third lowest. Don't know about that one. But either way, we'll leave that there. I'm going to be back again, probably tomorrow, hopefully, to finish or start the next race, which is Saudi Arabia. Don't know how that's going to go. Only one way to find out. Again, for you guys, it'll be an instant cut, but for me, it's goodbye for now.